first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Boom, land.
And he's got room. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Two times. Alert.
Now let's go. Detroit. Here we go now. Detroit. Green, 30. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
To throw is Peterman. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Third down and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue,
From the gun, it's Peterman. And he's got Peak. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing once more, Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Leopard. Here we go. Leopard. 319. 319. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the gate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
All right, here we go. 319.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. First carry now. This is Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Set. 3-19.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Hurry up, hit back 99 Philly. Here we go.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Back to throw here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
20, Mike 20.
Now Peterman on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll bootleg it with Peterman. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. And now out come the Bills. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Leopard, Leopard.
Check safety, check safety.
Over. Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue line it! Blue line!
Play action. It's Peterman. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard!
Out of the gun, Peterman. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December
Yay,
left.
more football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Looks to be right around the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Hey, 4 down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
I got you.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
2 times.
Now let's go! Green 39! Detroit!
Kill.
He'll drop to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's get it. Man left.
Now let's go! Green 39!
first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. They're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the interception, here's Peterman. Wide open receiver complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Check. 3 down.
Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go.
4 down. Check.
Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Double tight.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You.
Here we go now.
Hey, Mike 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
Ricky.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's George. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the
Here
field
we go.
where he threw that one. Shift together here from the D-line.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39.
4 down.
Again, it's Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Green 39. Green.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Peterman. Now he'll let it go deep over the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Now let's
right.
go.
Everyone's got 4.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's George. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Set. 3-19.
Check, check.
3-19.
On first down, Peterman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Strong left. Strong left.
Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
Hey, check 24.
Here's Peterman to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, keep it up.
Hurry up. Here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Vikings 59.
Over. No. Check. Good.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
All right, here we go. No. Check.
Switch.
Detroit.
Slam.
3rd and long. It's Peterman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And an update now from up in Seattle. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. They juked him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Good job, fellas.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. All right, now, Detroit. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Field right.
Here we go now.
And the
Green,
wideout in
39.
motion.
Green, 39.
Motion.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Now Peterman on second down. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Leopard.
39.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Leopard.
Now Peterman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set! Green!
We got four. We got four.
But on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run.
Got double tight. Double tight.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Leopard! Leopard!
Check three.
All right, now, here we go. 56. Green,
Time
39!
running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back 9 up! Now let's go! 3-19! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, Peterman. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Peterman. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Check, 59.
Watch it! Come this way, here we go! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go. Detroit. Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch right, watch right, watch right.
Hurry up, here we go.
All day, every day.
Detroit. Leopard.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
You got right coming. Watch out, watch out.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Peterman. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Here we go now. 3-19.
Check 15, check 15.
Over.
Watch twist.
Now Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Peterman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
3-19. Detroit. Go. Let's go. 3-19.
Watch the twist.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and goal, Peterman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, check. Patriot!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Strong left.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Cardinals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line.
They'll drop to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far.
We need that penetration, D-line. Let's go.
Bust through the tackle. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Run to the ball. Fly to the ball. Run. Oh, yeah.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go now.
Hey.
3-19.
Out of the gun, Peterman. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a handoff, Johnson, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Peterman to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On the toss, here's Johnson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
No, check.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And that one for the 49ers now a 2-touchdown advantage. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. 90.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Go, run. Yeah, baby, yeah. Boom. Yeah,
Time for a
baby.
break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now let's go.
Hey.
Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Double tight.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bills on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Buffalo, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.